An inexperienced person is like this. So instead of raising our hands and then looking at the gun, we look at that all the time. I come in here, boom, come up here, rack it, because it might have got jammed, and I always take 3 steps back. The reason I take 3 steps back is there's a police officer in Philadelphia who did this. He's off duty, the guy comes in the 7-Eleven, he takes the gun away and goes, guess what? He got killed. Because he didn't, that's how they train. That's, yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly, it's your turn. Anytime the gun hits the floor, what should you do? Stand up. Alright? So that's some of the gun stuff that I would teach, right? Yawadi stick would be, this is not to fight another stick. Sensei Suzuki developed the Yawadi stick to help assist you in protecting yourself. I'm disabled, whatever, he comes at me, I've got this. Step out, boom. So the drill is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, crossover. Okay? So you can do it all. We hold it like this in defense. He goes to hit me. I've got something down here. That's the Yawadi stick. And you guys have already experienced a cane. Your decision today.
I know.
Because this is all I do is I've got quite a few firearms in there. If you want to split it 50-50, we can do that. Everybody's in for that? Okay, let's start with the cane then. Grab a cane.
Yes, sir.
Got canes over here if you don't have your own.
I'll grab one more.
What?
You can grab this one if you want to.
What?
Subtle about it.
Yeah, I like this game.
Yeah. The other thing is we're like this. Right. Shit,
I bet it does. Not to argue in that one.
That was one of the best lines I ever heard. Wow, that shit works. As Sweetie Bird's going around in your head, right? It's like, that's the most awesome statement I've ever heard in a class. Wow, that shit works. All right, is everybody ready?
Yes,
sir. All right. So to start out, we're gonna open. Everybody remember the open? All right. Hajime. And right. Good. Don't bend it like this. It stays level. Bend. Good. Now we're in the ready position. All right. First thing we're gonna do is the flow drill. All right. Everybody got that? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, now we're going to do it with the steps. Everybody remember the steps? Ready, Hajime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, ready to do it on your own? Hajime. A deadlift, I mean, that guy's a fire plug that can lift a building kind of guy. He goes up, and his hand is here, he goes here and here, and he reaches here and snaps it down. You talk about hard. That thing comes down hard, because he's levering it as he does it. Okay?
You do it this way like you're splitting wood.
Yeah, that's
Right, that's what I'm doing. I'm using it like an egg. Yeah. He gets a hard snap out of that thing.
You gotta have the wrist to do that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it breaks wind when he does it.
Yeah, yes.
Right? I don't mean he's breaking wind, I mean breaks. All right, let's go through it one more time. Let's do the flow drill. Ready? 1, 2. So that when I do this and I come across, I want to be here because it's harder for him to engage. If he turns away from me because he's stepping away from it, I've got this. All right? So that's the re-engagement if I have to do it. If I'm here and I do this, all he's got to do is push me away. Right? So we want to get past it. We want to make it as hard as possible. All right? You guys ready to go through that again?
Yep.
All right. Can I eat you real quick? I want to express another deal. When we do 6, the reason 6 and 7 are separate counts is at 6 I can do whatever I want, right? It's 6 is hooking the neck. So if I want, because I get in there and say he's just drunk and I didn't do all the other stuff, and I have it like this, I can yank this to the ground. Where's he gonna go?
Straight down.
Wherever you pull.
Down, right? The other thing is, I'm here, 7 is this, but I can make 7, he resists, he pulls back, or he grabs the cane. I've got this, right? Bring this up, boom, there's my elbow, there's a chop there, now I can come over the top, I've got,
Oh, nice.
Ow.
yeah, it's not gonna feel good. It doesn't feel good on the neck, right?
No, it wasn't me,
No, it's not hard. All right, so that's some of the things I want you to remember. With your background, especially if you're in Kemple, when you're in something like this and somebody comes up and reaches a cane, what's he committing to? The cane.
Yeah.
Well, he's lost all his other weapons. I've got my elbow, I've got his groin. I can come up here, lock this, rip his neck, go straight to his throat, come back to his head. There's a ton of things you can do, right?
Yeah.
So everything's in your box, everything's in your wheelhouse. All right, thank you, sir. All right, Marty, you wanna show number 2? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so the idea is 1, groin, 2, thrust midsection, 3, because they're bent over, we're lifting their chin up. 4, MLB swing to the top of the head. Right. All right, you guys ready to try it again? Sure. Sorry again, because I don't want to hurt my student. I don't want to hurt somebody.
It's good teaching.
Right. So the thrust, keep in mind how the body works, right? If I lift this, what happens?
Run into the chest.
Yeah, so I come out, the reason I push down on the horn is I bypass it. Right, so it's in and out, lift. If I do this, I might catch close. So as we do that, we push down on the horn. Lifts the chin up, boom. Here's the other thing, when you do 4, like this, I can go here, boom, swing to the fence.
Any direction as needed?
Any direction is needed. There might be a wall in the way and I can't do it, right? Or there's a low ceiling, whatever the case may be. All right, thank you.
Whole situation.
All right, we'll do number 2 one more time. Ready? 2, 4. All right.
Okay.
Number 1, swing to the ankle. 2, he's bent over and crunch like this, down on the shoulder, on the collarbone. 3, he's thrusting forward. 4, he's stepping out to the side, baseball swing to the head.
Send him over the
Got
fence.
that? Let's count it out again. Work at a door, I have a cane, and people that were bigger than I were, or whatever, you know, they're always testing the guy at the door. We call it an ankle tap. Back, right on the ankle. Ended everything that they ever had a thought about going in without permission. This on the bone of your ankle is very painful. And all I had to do is do that. Yeah. All right, number 4. Just do it in the air. Oh, no, do 3.
Oh, three beta, we haven't done
3,
three beta.
3 Bravo. Alright, so it's basically the same thing. What's the difference? This was a thrust, this one has a lift. The reason being is if his body turns, I have to lift his chin up. Okay, so I may jab, and he goes off to the side. He turns. Now I gotta lift him up because he's not gonna be in the same place, right? So that's the Bravo. So it's the same thing as Alpha, it's just Bravo, it's got to change direction. Alright, that's the only change, so we'll do that just a couple of times. Ready? I can't do it, can I use you? So, it's a lapel grab on here. I'm stepping back, whatever arm is touching me, that's the leg that I step back with. Boom, why? Because I'm gonna straighten this out. Alright, so when I'm here, I come up, there's the smack, reach over the top, come under, palm facing me. I'm gonna tuck it in here and spread my elbows, and he's feeling some pain on his wrist bone right now. This gets snapped out in reality. I just let go of this because I'm pulling on this, it would go smack. Coming up, palm away, and I'm gonna use this as a lever, the fulcrum's here, and I'm gonna pull this and step away. Now, from here, I can go straight down to the throat if I want. I can step up and do what we call a top cap.
You call it what, sir?
A top cap.
The top comes out.
Yeah, boom. It's a top cap. Oh. All right. So just in the air, this is how your footwork's gonna go. You're gonna go 1, 2, pull down and separate your elbows. 3, let it snap forward. 4, rotate palm away, step around, down. All right? Now grab your partner and let's try doing it. We'll do it like this. So in a reverse, I don't have to.
Yeah, you just got to turn and swing back.
Because we're the ones that using it for
For
the
this, I have to choke down in order to get.
Right.
This is built in. So you know it. The nice thing is when you whack it, what you're doing, yeah, lift it, slide it out, turn it over, and you've got your jam.
Pretty good? Yeah.
You were talking yesterday about
Want to give it a go?
because you're here. You take that time to choose. So you're here, out, and then
Yeah, a lot of times when I'm standing around, it's in a reverse grip. And the only reason I do that is it's easier for me to snap up because the pain is closest to my body. But if I'm out like this, I have to bring it. Okay, and I might look.
My understanding of actually walking with a cane, that is the physics is better for here supporting because it's underdrawn.
Well, because you have a straight line, right? You have a straight line to your base.
Right. That's
So if
you actually
are,
need
this
to
is-
walk with a cane.
yeah. So if my left leg is injured, I would carry the cane in my right. So this supports my damaged leg.
Right.
And then I can walk with the ground.
First thing I do is I step naturally.
I'm doing
You see
this.
the- Yeah, you see they're doing this. But you see it, or they leave teaching.
You're swinging this word.
The thing about an inverted grip, it's hard to swing.
That makes that pressure.
Because the horn catches on.
Right. So if I'm here, it's
So what the transfer is that if we do that, it's
I got it here. I can
never losing contact.
right.
It's like a firearm, right? It's like when you have your rifle and you're making your exchange. That's still on you as you're gripping this. You never let go because if you have to bring it back up, you want to be able to bring it back up. So when you transition, you know, until I get this out, I still have my hand on it. This price is
And they're going to whack this. Well, first off, this is going to shock. Well, you're
I
going
just think that one would suck.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
This is yours, good young Viking.
You want to hear the wow?
Yeah, exactly.
Get some good footage to share.
Damn, that shit worked.
And what I'm going to do, I'm going to.
Like I said, that's the best one they do.
I'm going to break.
All right, everybody, let's stop.
This is quick.
Everybody comfortable with number 4? All right.
Yeah. I like it.
So, your choice again. Want to stay with number 4 and go on, or do you want to do weapon takeaways? Weapon takeaways. All right. Pair up.
It doesn't look like a 45.
He's got the noisy cricket.
I'll show you 45.
That's good.
I've got that.
That's not 25. It's at least a 380, right?
I've got that with the house. Bodyguard
Yeah,
380.
it's a kill deck.
Oh, it's got that.
All right, everybody. Every pair have a firearm. Every pair has a firearm.
I have a firearm and a weapon.
Okay. I shouldn't have to say this, but we're going to go through firearm safety first. Even though we're using practice guns. All right? Number one rule, always, if I catch it in there, I will put some paint on your finger. Never put your finger inside the trigger guard unless you're ready and prepared to shoot. Does everybody understand that?
That's right.
I don't want to see clearing leather and I see that, I'm going to come up, take that, and I'm going to break your finger. The other thing is, don't index. We index for a reason, but don't index here because if your finger, may I use your hand? If he's indexed on the firearm and his finger's up there, and I come up and take this and I do this, I'm breaking his finger. It's better off to grip down here. Does everybody understand that? Because indexing, if I get that trapped, it's not going to feel good. Right? Does everybody understand? So we're clear on that? All right, everybody understand the difference between a double action and a single action? What's a 1911? Best gun made. What is it? It's a single action. What is a Glock? It is it's technically a double action. Why is that striker fire a double action? What is a double action?
Two motions happen when you pull the trigger.
Right. It's all about the trigger and nothing else. When I pull the trigger, it cocks the gun and releases it. Releases the hammer. Cocks it, releases. Whether it's striker fire or hammer fire. That's what a double action is. Single action only releases. So if I have a 1911, I have a grip safety, I have a thumb safety, and I peel that off, and then when I go to punch out, that's when I'm indexed. When I get on target, my finger goes on there, and I fire away, right? Okay, so, again, number one key, do not index. Make sure your finger's out of the trigger. Because I guarantee if somebody does this right, you're going to be in so much pain. It is not going to feel good. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, and I'll use a whistle to get a pair off. They're going to point the firearm at you. Oh, thank you. Grab the yellow. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to learn to get offline. It does me no good to take a gun like this. Because if he has his finger in the trigger and I pull any motion on this and even a sympathy pull, I'm getting shot. So our first deal is to get offline. I'm stepping to the 11 o'clock. It's one giant step with our left and cupping and making a Y. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I want you to start out. So every time I blow the whistle, you're going to look at the firearm. It's like we're raising our hands to surrender. We're cutting here, then we're stepping back. If the gun hits the floor, whoever's holding the gun should be stepping on. If somebody bends down to pick him up, kick him in the face. You will not pick it up again.
Hit him with your cane.
Hit him with the cane. Hit him straight. That's why you carry one.
That's right.
All right. So again, you're gonna go across from your front. So the first section is 1. Second section, number 2. Then I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm punching this to the center of his chest. So I'm cupping this, not gripping it. So if I grip this, what does it make him do? Tighten his grip. I want to cup it. I come up with the Y, fold it, drive it to the center of his chest. I'm taking the front sight. I'm going to do a front sight right. I'm going straight back up to the groin or to the chin. My hand to transfer is I drop this down, grab, do a positive transfer, positive rack, and I take 3 steps back and we do what I call a rocket jump. So the base of the pistol is here. So you should be able to stand at anybody. If I'm standing at Eric, that should be pointed right at him. If he moves side to side, all I gotta do is face him. Right? I don't have to do this. I just do this. All right? So we're gonna do it in stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, step, step. Why do you think I rack it?
Just in case.
Jamming.
Could have a malfunction. I always rack, being right-handed, with the port to the down side. Because if there's something stuck in there, I'm not shaking the gun, it's gonna fall out due to gravity. All right? If he's left-handed, he tends to do it like this. There's a possibility for malfunction. Yeah, so a lot of times we shake it, right? Okay, everybody got that? So get with your partner.
Can you do it one more time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool?
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's try this to get to it. It makes no sense. We rotate closest to the body, pinch it, go out. If I go into the sole position here, Marty, come up to me. Face Matt. Is I'm behind him, I'm not covering him, I can't shoot him in the back, but I can step around on either side, and I'm never covering him, and he's never gonna get shot. This is called the sole position. All right? So there may be a pillar here, and I need to go around it, right? But I don't want to shoot into the pillar and have it ricochet, shoot me in the nuts. Okay, the leg. All right, does everybody understand that? So gun handling is really important. I don't want to see your gun on top. I don't want to see you rack it. And a positive rack is we rack, our hand goes to our shoulder because we let the slide do the work. If you ride the slide, potential for malfunction. So it comes off here. The other thing is I can't have my hand in front of the gun if I do that.
You get shot.
So it's not going to get shot. Believe me, there's been a lot of people that shot their own hands. Right? We used to do a drill. Clear leather, you were within poking distance of the guy. You go like this, the guys would turn, they shoot their hand. What you're supposed to do is bang it, covered, and shoot. Yes?
Oh, yes, sir.
Practice with gun takeaway to actually be efficient with it, right? It's not something you just pick up and decide, oh, I think I'm gonna use it. Can I use you real quick? So he comes up and does this, and I went to Boyer's class, right? I'm gonna get bang. I just shot myself sometimes, right? You're better off using your training with Kimball or whatever coming out here, transferring bang. Did that. That's the last thing, because when I break them down, that's gonna come out. Right? And this thing that I see on the internet, I don't know where it comes from, but it's this. It doesn't work. It's the dumbest thing I ever saw. It's like putting keys between your knuckles and punch something. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard of. If I come up and grab your keys, I just broke your knuckles. And if you have to get in the car or the door, which key is it? Use the key that you're going to get in the door. You can still jab the guy with it. You know, put it between your knuckles. So ganger, bang, we call this banger style. So he's got like this.
He just looks right like that.
He's right there. touching
He's too
it.
comfortable.
I like that.
All right. So banger style, he's got it cocked. Step off here. Step in. Break the ribs. Break the ribs. Come back. I can shoot him this way or same thing. Right? Under the chin. Bang. He's out.
Just a wee little.
I don't get it. Yeah. So by the way, this torque method is I'm taking the butt of the gun and I'm just pinching it into my shoulder. I'm not twisting it hardly at all, but it puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the head. But when I do that, I'm coming with that. Knockout. All right. Top of the head. Here, you got to get hold of it. It's here. Here. All right.
Are you doing the same hand transition each time?
Yes.
Since then?
Yes. If I'm sitting in a chair, he comes up, puts it on me. Come up here, I grab this, grab his finger, sit down, bang. So that's a lot of the gun takeaways. All right?
That's nice.
All right, thank you, everybody. Listen,
All
you
right.
guys are great. I'm glad you like the change. Please return the firearms here, change over there. And I was so happy to be able to join all of you
Next
doing
class, can you do gun takeaway with the cane?
this. I can.
I know you can, but I think that'd be really cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.